If your desk is always messy, it's not your fault. I was cleaning my desk and I realized that we're fighting the most fundamental law of nature, which is that systems tend to gravitate towards their lowest energy state. Simply put, it takes less energy to put something onto your desk, and it takes more energy to get it off your desk. This is because to get something off your desk, you have to put mental energy in to think about where will it go afterwards. What ends up happening is that your desk starts piling up with things because of this energy imbalance. That being said, I do have a protocol that I think might help us out, and I call it the 3 levels of containerization. Here's how it goes. Level 1 is to take your desk and split it up into 3 main groups: left, middle, right. Level 2 is to take the items in each of those groups and split them up into 3 further groups. Group 1 is things that you can throw away, Group 2 is things that you can keep on your desk, and Group 3 is things that you want to keep, but they don't have to be on your desk. The third level of containerization, and this is probably the most important, is to get an actual physical container, like for me it's just a plastic bin, and put all the items that are in Group 3 into that bin. So anything that you want to keep but not on your desk, it goes in the bin. I say bin, but it could be a drawer for you as well, just some kind of container. The reason this has helped me is because it's eliminated the most mentally taxing part of cleaning your desk, which is deciding where do things go. And this is where I can get into the theory a bit. So the desk is a dynamic system. It has a state which is how cluttered it is. And I'm more interested in how the state of clutter changes over time rather than an instantaneous measurement. Ideally, I'd want the state to get more clear over time. And there's only one way to do that, which is increase the amount of clutter that leaves the desk. You might be saying, why not just reduce the amount of clutter that enters the desk? For me, that goes against the purpose of my desk. I don't want to have to put up guardrails on what goes on my desk. I just want to use it. And that's why I want to focus on maximizing the amount of clutter that leaves the desk. Now you might be thinking, all you've done is taken your problem and put it into this one container. And you're right. But I think it's a better problem to have. I'd much rather organize a single container where everything's consolidated than have the mental anxiety of looking at a cluttered desk and being constantly reminded of, this is a messy desk. Of course, there are other ways to do this, so let me know what you do to keep your desk clean. The next problem I want to solve is, what do I do about things that need to stay on my desk that I use a lot but tend to get messy over time? Things like stationery, pens, pencils, you know what I mean. So that's going to be the next problem I solve.